Welcome back to the Bouyei Ethnic Village, an artistic and cultural theme park located just outside of the Wanfenglin Scenic Area. Although I had already spent most of my day wandering around the various streets and admiring the amazing architecture of this elaborately recreated ancient Chinese village, I decided to stick around until sunset to hopefully catch a glimpse of the village as it lit up at night, and possibly see one of the spectacular performances that I had previously seen in their promotional videos. It was really fun watching as the buildings lit up one by one as the sun set, and the encroaching twilight gradually darkened the landscape. The sheer volume of the lights decorating these ancient buildings was incredible. Even the little ferry boats were decorated with elaborate lighting, and the reflections of the lights of the many buildings created a rainbow palette on the river's mirrored surface. From the high vantage point of the towering pagodas, it was easy to get a beautiful overview of the entire village. And the pagodas also served as a projection point for a laser light show that radiated onto the river below. I ended up watching the light show from the pagoda for quite a long time, as I was waiting to see if one of the spectacular performances would begin and add some fiery elements to the already amazing light show. But unfortunately, no epic performance ever seemed to materialize. So eventually I decided to continue wandering the streets to see what I would run into. It did seem like at night there were a lot more guests coming to the park, although it never really seemed packed. But like most tourist places in China, there were always a handful of people dressed up in the traditional costumes, taking what I could imagine were gorgeous photos with all the illuminated backgrounds. Occasionally I would run into small groups of people that seemed to be going somewhere, but each little gathering I stumbled upon turned into some kind of speech or possibly a ceremony to celebrate the opening of the park. It was a little difficult to figure out exactly what was going on with everything being in Chinese. However, I did manage to see a few random small performances like these Chinese dancing dragons. After wandering around for most of the night and getting a little disappointed that there were no major performances, I decided at least it'd be a great time to try out flying my drone over the well-lit city. As the night started to draw to a close, I once again witnessed a public dance performance in front of this smoking cauldron in one of the public plazas. This was definitely one of the common cultural themes that I witnessed in a lot of Chinese cities, especially in some of the more traditional rural areas. It seemed to be something that Chinese people really enjoyed, as it created a sense of cultural unity. So although the big epic performances never seemed to really materialize, it was still nice to end the night on a fun note, watching this community dance celebration. And of course I couldn't resist getting one more epic drone flight over this wildly illuminated ancient Chinese village in the middle of nowhere. Considering the fact that the Bouyei village was not even on my tourist radar, it was definitely a wonderful surprise and a colorful end to a very long but exciting day traveling in China.